And now for the ladies who brought us all together, Vanessa Garrison and Morgan Dixon.
Yes. Oh.
Hey, hey, hey.
Oh.
Hello, family.
Hello,
family.
family.
Woo! Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations, Miss. Welcome. If you are new to the GirlTrek movement, we welcome you.
We welcome you.
We welcome you. My name is Morgan. Vanessa.
And I am your girl. This is me, Glorious Vanessa, Vibrant V, all the way from Washington, D.C. Morgan, I am so blessed and lucky to be with you, sister, on this Sunday evening. I love you so much.
Oh, that's nice. I love you too, girl. I love you too.
What you doing? First of all, I'm dancing the DJ. I'm dancing the DJ nice.
Yeah, you busting out the gates with love. Come on, girl. I love you too, but I'm just saying, I was just dancing. I'm sweaty. Listen, this has been a journey of a lifetime with you, Vanessa. It has been a journey of a lifetime with so many women who are watching this. I'm hood. Let me turn off my stuff.
Look, no, Morgan, don't turn it off. Keep it on. Let's seriously. I was watching Living Color bloopers all day today. Y'all, this might be a whole 2 hours of In Living Color level, Black Girl Magic level bloopers. I don't know what's going to happen. Morgan's phone going to ring. Her grandma might show up. My ex-boyfriend might come in the door. But we are here to have a love fest with
your
a million
ex-boyfriend? What happened in the last 24 hours?
Oh no, I meant from like 4th grade, like Baraka from 4th grade. You know how that's how my life been working.
Listen. Blessings. I was listening into the shower. In the shower. Did somebody say something? Speaking of showing up. It don't matter. I was in the shower this morning, or not this morning, just now. And I was listening to Jacqueline Carr, You Will Win. And I was like, listen, the enemy came up against your home. I was like, listen, today it happened. I was like, the enemy came up against your children. And I was like, listen, Vanessa, you gonna win, girl. I'm gonna win. Anybody out there right now who does not believe they're gonna win, I believe it for you. Anybody out there who feels alone, you are not alone. You are one in a million Black women who have decided right now to take their lives back. My incense is going across the camera.
Look, that might be mine. That might be mine, Morgan.
Oh, listen, it's all across the camera. Listen, it has been, I'm going to tell y'all something. Every single thing that came this year, last year, when you was 19, when you was 7 years old, that came to kill and destroy you, it failed, y'all, because you are right here today. You are right here, and you are exactly where you need to be, and we need every single one of you. I'm so grateful for every single woman who said, I am going to take the GirlTrek pledge to make self-care a radical act every single day of my life. And on Saturdays, we are going to walk in solidarity every week until Black women command the attention of the world. Every woman who said yes, every woman who said I'm in that movement, everybody who said I am one in a million, everybody who said we are the cadre of sisters who came to save the planet, you came today, and I am so grateful for you. And I'm going to tell you, there's some of you out there that have been rolling with us since day one. It started with two friends. You don't heard the story. Vanessa is my homegirl, like sister homegirl. And it started with us. And we were like, listen, sis, we got to save our own lives. Like, listen, they trying to work you out of here. They trying to use you all the way up. They trying to undervalue and tell you what you ain't worth. And it's not working. That's what I'm saying. We're not believing the hype. We're not believing the lies. We're not believing it anymore. So I say all this to say this. We have arrived. We have arrived, the army we always dreamed of Black women in superhero blue across this country. And I'm telling you, 2020 was the hardest year ever. It's like when you be almost at the peak of that mountain and the air be thin and you be like, listen, we gonna get to the top. Vanessa climbed Kilimanjaro. That's why she laughing. She almost died right at the top.
I'm laughing because when you said 2020 was the hardest year ever, I felt that in my soul. Like it shook me and I was just like, it came out of you roaring. Like it was the hardest year ever, but we are standing. We are alive, Black women, the harvest of survivors. And we are here to tell a new story about the possibilities of our lives and what is possible when we put one foot in front of the other every single day and prioritize our self-care and say to everybody in the world that we are worth it. And 10 years ago, Morgan and I had a challenge to each other as two Black women who were drowning under expectation. And we said to each other, sis, like, don't go out like that. And we didn't know where to start. We had no blueprint. We had no idea. We had a model of just Black women who had worked and sacrificed for us. And we said, how do we do this and stand up a new community, but do it so that we don't die like 59, like Fannie Lou Hamer? And that pledge between Morgan and I to figure out something became what GirlTrek is today. And Morgan, I am just grateful. I'm grateful.
Yeah. Am I on mute? I'm grateful to you too, sister. I'm grateful to you too. Y'all, give me some grace. Give me some grace. First of all, y'all know I done moved because GirlTrek, I moved to Africa. GirlTrek changed my life. I was like, forget it. Y'all tell me I could be free? Well, listen. God, I was like, I'm gonna be extra.
Morgan, I gotta get some tissue. I know we lied, but I gotta get some tissue.
No, go get some tissue. My internet is janky. My house got robbed this morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted and I'm fired up in the depths of my soul, like I have never been in my entire life about this accomplishment. You know, I was laughing when I got on the phone because I think Vanessa has on Barbie boots. I'm not sure. She definitely has on a Ross dress. I definitely
Morgan, I got a walking testimony I have to tell after this about these boots, but it's gonna be a long 2 hours. But keep going.
I definitely have on my pajamas at the bottom, and I definitely have on a sports bra. And I'm saying, because we are not one or the other, we are all of the above. So stop trying to destroy us violently by asking us to fit in your definition of anything. Because we're all of the above, because we are the original people who walk this earth, and everything else is a lie. So I just want you to sit up a little bit taller, y'all, tonight. I want you to know that you are in ranks with some of the baddest women. I'm telling you, I was just looking, Vanessa, somebody sent me this in the mail. Who sent this? Who sent this on the staff? This picture here.
Oh, I got one of those too. It's bomb, right? Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's in my drawer because I sometimes got to just go to have a Harriet moment. I just got a picture. And I'll be like, they lying. They lying. That's a lie. Oh, Lord, what's about to happen? I can feel it. Listen, this is the diary of being the most right here. Come on. Hi, Mama Harriet. Everybody in the comments say, hey, Mama Harriet. Hashtag we are Harriet. That's a good place to start, Vanessa.
Please, Morgan, start there.
No, you had a story though. Come on, what's your story?
No. I was enraptured I'm enraptured by you and like your enthusiasm and your rally. You are in Accra in Ghana. It is like 1 a.m. in the morning and you are showing up for the women to do this celebration, and I love you and I'm appreciating you.
Because the enemy tried to take my home and my children today. The enemy tried to take my listen, and I'm a win.
Morgan,
I'm a win, and y'all gonna win. That's all I'm saying.
Morgan,
he ain't brought me this far. He ain't brought me this far.
First of all, let me tell y'all this. Somewhere between Deepak Chopra and Howard Stern is GirlTrek. And this million women that we just rallied, this is just the beginning of what we are about to do. We are about to revolutionize the way Black women love on and care for each other and show up for each other and organize in our communities. So if you think that this is a celebration to the end, no, this is a roll call to who's with us to the beginning of what's about to happen. But all that to say, I got to tell y'all something. It may not got nothing to do with what's on the script, but I got to say this. My God, Morgan, I woke up this morning and the spirit of just heaviness was on me. I went to bed with some real heavy stuff from my family going on. And then I woke up to a text message from my ex-husband that was some absolute mess. And Morgan, just like you, I said, oh, enemy, I see you. I see you. How do I pull myself so that I can show up today in the most important day of my life? And I said, what do? I put on my superhero blue, Morgan. I laced up my sneakers. And I said, oh my God, I can call a friend. And it was Carmen. She's only 5 blocks from me. I texted her. I said, Carmen, I'm walking towards your house. I'm bringing coffee. Carmen was there already, just radiant, opened her door. We sat in the sun. We drank coffee. She walked me back here to my house. And in that moment, Morgan, I was filled with so much gratitude that I was like, what's next? Vanessa, what's next? You got like 8 hours. Now I'm at the mall, Morgan. I got my mask on. Y'all don't worry, little Georgetown area. I'm like, I need a superhero blue dress. I can need some outfits. I done went from just wearing a GirlTrek shirt to walking with Carmen. And I'm like, I got on a sequins dress. But then the story get better, Morgan. I'm still in a moment where I'm just like, what's next, God? So I go into the Blue Mercury in DuPont Circle, Washington, D.C. to get me some superhero blue eyeliner. And the girl, she's asking for my reward point. Her name is Sheila. She's a Black girl. She seen my email and she's like, you a local celebrity. Oh my God. Morgan, I swear to God that if I had not gone on a walk this morning with Carmen, if I had not decided to practice gratitude on my feet, to pull my own self up off of the couch where I was like, God, how can I show up tonight authentically for these women? And I didn't know what to do. I was like, I'm yogaed out. I'm prayed out. We have been established out, not and played that song 10,000 times. But walking never fails, y'all. Walking never fails. And that's what the next hour and whatever is going to be about. It is going to be about celebrating how walking as a solution to heal yourselves and your communities never fails. It never fails.
And Vanessa, I know you read the Runner Show.
I did.
Quite frankly, didn't feel unprepared. I did read it earlier, but I'm saying you got the notes up or something.
Let me just tell like this is the view. I got my glasses, so we're gonna be like.
I don't got my glasses either, and my shorts are so short I can't walk over there, but I might. Oh, look at you come through. Oh, you look like Clark Kent now. Now you look like Clark Kent.
Yes,
yes. Do it. All right.
Actually, I've been loving on this girl's stuff all day. Tawiah, she is a British Ghanaian sister, Morgan. She's Lord. When I tell you that, can y'all see me still? When I tell you that the diaspora, Morgan, can y'all see me?
How you see worse with your glasses on? You know that's a.
Come on. Look, no, my vision has been so clear in 2020. Though, let me tell you that when God has been helping me to see around corners, because I have been just praying for clear vision, and I'm praying for it. But all that to say that, Morgan, part of what I love about the fact that you are in Africa right now, and that you were bold enough to take this GirlTrek vision international, is that the diaspora is coming together, and like the healing of Black women is on the other side of us connecting all of our superpowers. Yes. So when I was digging into this young girl and her story and everything, I was just like, yes, she is representing for like the voodoo priestess alchemist of our grandmothers in her soul and her voice and everything. So I was
and can I say something? This is lovely and beautiful.
Yeah.
This is a lovely and beautiful setup. I want to say this. I want to first acknowledge that there are about 50,000 Black women today who understand exactly what GirlTrek is because you built it. And then there are another 300,000 who be going for a walk all the time just to keep their head on straight because they know at least I'm gonna go for a walk with GirlTrek. I ain't sure if I'm a member, but I think I'm a member. Then you got about 500,000 who we just rallied over the last year with people in the streets, with people reading, people coming to the conversations, dialing in, talking about Black History Boot Camp. To that 500,000 Black women, I'm gonna take you in 60 seconds and tell you what this is about. One, you are a member. Two, you raised your hand and we need you, sister. 3, we are on a radical journey for self-care and healing and liberation that is long overdue for our people. We are the largest health movement for Black women in America and increasingly across the globe. I am here in Africa, and everywhere I go, people be talking about GirlTrek. They be like, I think I'm on your podcast. I think you don't nobody know who I am. Good. And I'll be walking down the street, and they be like, GirlTrek, I think this is all
No,
the way
Morgan.
back.
When I ran into Sheila, who said I was a local celebrity, I really had my night clothes on underneath my superhero blue, and then I was busting. I felt so bad. I was just like, but this is what it is, Black woman.
Sorry to disappoint, Sheila. But I'm going to tell you something. This healing is about to reach back for me 9 generations. 9 generations ago, Cethi Woodyard came from Ghana to Baltimore Harbor, and she's buried there in Maryland. 9 generations ago, they decided that we were worth more if our labor was worth more, and that we weren't worth anything beyond that labor. I'm saying this healing right now of me saying, you know what? I hope 1 million people watch this with me in my pajamas. I hope 1 million people watch this with me showing up exactly how I am, knowing that I am worth every single second of your time because I am you and you are worth it. And I know that now. I know that now because of GirlTrek. So I don't know if that was 60 seconds, but I'm letting you know that the first vision I want to set right here is that we're about to expand our territory, that we are about to wrap around this globe with healing, because Black women, first of all, live 10 years shorter than Asian women in America. We're going to change that. But around the world, we are living decades shorter. Black women are living decades shorter than anybody else on the planet. And that stops here. We have an army of 1 million Black women who say no more, So that's my first announcement, is that we're wrapping around the globe. Let's, in that spirit, let's introduce the ancestors. Let's introduce a beautiful singer. You guys ready? You guys ready? Go get your incense. Go get your incense. You ready, Vanessa?
I am very ready, Morgan. I have mine ready.
All right. I'm dyslexic. I wrote this sister's name down. It's
Tawiah, yes.
Tawiah. Listen, it's written down 3 different ways. I'm like, Tawiah, I'm a day. Like, come on, Tawiah. We welcome you, sister. We thank you so much. Represent. Here we go.
Big congrats to GirlTrek for reaching 1 million women. I'm so proud of us, seeing Black women build together, grow together, heal together. It really is a beautiful thing to see. Special love and appreciation to the trekkers, time and time again coming through for sisterhood and community. Big love and appreciation. It's such a pleasure to be part of this event. Lots of love. Peace.
Exchanging glances, you make me feel so pretty. We're so in Paris, you're far away from home. I'm a little way from home. We really do get on with you, not withdrawn. Fact is, I don't know you yet, but there's no room for regrets. Said I don't know you yet, but there's no room. Just a couple days before you fly back, we really will part ways, and that will be better. Falling like with you was an easy thing to do, exciting when it's new, so fast it seems untrue. Fact is, I don't know you yet, no, but there's no room for regrets. None. Said I don't know you yet, no, but there's no room so unholy. I don't know you yet. There's no room for regret. Said I don't know you yet. No room for Yes. That was Don't Know You Yet. Such a pleasure to be here. Hope you're enjoying the set. This next track is pretty apt. It's called Move With Me. Oh, there's something in the night sky that makes me want to be with you. Sunset means that I am closer, close enough for you. I'll get ready to this rhythm. When you see me, we will dance. I need you to feel this groove here, like you always do. So move with me, move, just move with me. So move with me, move, just move with me. To the left or right, to the right, just move with me, move with me. Oh, there's something in the winter, something in the way you say, keeps me warm, pulls me closer. We stay right in time. So move with me, move, just move with me. So move with me, move, just move with me. To the left, to the right, just move with me, move with me. Don't stand still, I'll move with you. Don't stand still, feel the groove. Don't stand still, I feel it too. Don't stand still, said I'll move with you. Hey, don't stand still, I'll move with you. Don't stand still, didn't need, feel the groove. Don't stand still, we did it too. Don't stand still, said I'll move with you. Yeah. 1 million black women strong. Big up GirlTrek. Big up yourselves. I actually went on a walk for the duration of this set and then some, just to say I'm with you. Keep on keeping on, keep moving. Such a pleasure to be part of this event. I hope you've enjoyed my set. I'm Tawiah, that's TAWIAH music. Instagram's the best way to keep up with me. So yeah, hit me up, say hi. Peace and love. Check my debut. Album starts again. And yeah, man, keep moving. Walk good. I'm moving. Don't stand still.
Tawiah, thank you, sister, so much for that. It was like, it was like a hug from a long lost cousin who is super healthy. I just really appreciate it. Sending all the love back to you. I cannot wait to buy your music and to just fill my house with it. So thank you. Vanessa, that song, I Don't Know You Yet, I was just like, listen. You know, I got the most frequently asked question during our podcast is, Morgan, how did you get to Ghana? I got to Ghana because I visited, and as soon as I got off the plane, the women were so beautiful, and I said, I think they are me. And I could see their beauty, but I couldn't see my own. I could see the beauty in their necks and their shoulders and their clavicles and their muscles and their height and their posture. And I couldn't see it in myself, but I knew there was some resonance there, but I didn't know myself yet. Listen, it doesn't require you to get on a plane and go anywhere. It requires you to be bold. It requires you to take action, because you might look up and I'm going to be at Trader Joe's in Memphis tomorrow. It's not about that. It's about you deciding right here, right now. Listen, I spent so many winters in New Jersey where it was just dark at 4 p.m. and you are close to yourself. You are with yourself. And I know there's some people out there. Listen, this ain't a part of the script, but I'm going to tell you something. There's some sisters out there right now who are watching this like, I don't know where that comes from. I don't know where that joy comes from. I don't know where that sisterhood comes from. I want you to know I have been there, and you're going to get on the other side of this. You're going to get on the other side of this, but you have to decide right now that everything in you is worth the fight, that everything in you is absolutely essential. And I'm telling you it is. I'm telling you, we need you, sister, that you are the solution, but most importantly, that you are the revelation of everything that has come before you. That so many things had to go right for you to even exist, that they tried to bury you when you were a seed and they didn't even know it. So bloom in the darkness. That's what I'm saying. So I am so grateful for that song, and I can't wait for each and every one of you to get to know yourselves in an intimate way, and to get to know a sister in an intimate way. I have the pleasure of working with some of the most dynamic Black women, and every day we get to know each other. Every day it's like, sister, did you mean to say that? Because that really hurt my feelings. Or sister, you are shining today. You are glowing. We literally are in that work, even as a staff of GirlTrek. So I'm just encouraging you, now you are in the circle, I'm encouraging you to get in the fight. And that might mean that you might not have any tools. And don't worry, because we have tools for you. If you haven't walked for 21 days with GirlTrek in something called Black History Boot Camp, I invite you to start with our Foremother series. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's on some other, what's up?
Buzzsprout.
on Sprout. It's on Sprout. I think it's free on
It's
Sprout.
on our Instagram page. Look. It's on blackhistorybootcamp.com, most importantly, where
it is.
Sign up at blackhistorybootcamp.com. You'll get the emails.
Yes, if you sign up there, you'll get the daily emails, but you could really just listen to the podcast. There ain't no formula for your healing. I'm saying get in the game. I'm saying start with that Foremothers, do day 1, Audre Lorde, Self-Care is a Revolutionary Act, and then go back out and do day 2. I don't care if it's dark. I don't care if it's cold. I don't care if you're on the treadmill or if you in the hood, be safe. I'm saying put your mask on, do your thing. All I'm saying is get out there, y'all. Don't let this Don't let this year take you. We need you and we love you. All right. What's next on the Run the Show?
So Morgan, the number one question we get asked about GirlTrek is, or one of the number one questions is, how did this happen? How did we get here? How did we go from it started with 2 friends to we have now 1 million? And especially because so many women have come to this now because of Black History Boot Camp, this is a time for us to stop and pause and say, it's not Morgan and I. The sisterhood that you see with Morgan and I is just the tip of an iceberg of Black women who rallied behind Morgan and I. And they are the true heroes of this story. When Morgan and I didn't have a website, when we didn't have barely an idea, when we certainly didn't have anyone validating or vouching for us, we barely got a blue check right now on Instagram, y'all, because our peoples is in the streets, not on the gram, because that's some Black women are in the corners where people aren't looking. Black women are in the shadows where people can't see us. And GirlTrek, we went into those spaces. Morgan and I went into those spaces. And how did we get into those spaces? In communities like Chicago, women like Action Angie, as we call her affectionately in our movement, a mother, a God-fearing woman, living in suburban Chicago, always got her little bob straight. She said, I will be your second follower. I will believe in you 2 Black women. I will follow you where you say go. I will do the daily work of healing myself. I will stand as a model for my daughter. I will organize in my neighborhood. I will come faithfully every single Saturday. I will tell my friends. I will hold them accountable. We will build a community. And together we will look around and we will spread our love and joy as far and wide as we can. Action Angie is one of 10,000 organizers across the United States and now the globe. Shout out to our African leaders who organize with GirlTrek. And so Morgan, all throughout tonight, we want to hear from these women. We're going to do fun little quick 60-second interviews with Action Angie and a bunch of, look, I'm so glad it's set up like this, y'all. We got a whole Wendy Williams audience back here that y'all can't really see. And I'm glad Ebony set it up like this because I was like, I need a crew, Ebony. So our crew is going to be popping in so that you can see them. So Morgan, let's do a quick, I'm timing. We got 60 seconds. I want you to ask Action Angie as many questions as you could think of. We ain't got the questions plans, Action Angie, nothing. But this is quick, little, fun, rapid fire questions so that we can learn
this
about
is how you be setting people up, Vanessa. You was like, I'm gonna write the question. You was like, don't worry, Ebony, I'm gonna write the question.
I had to get the women, Morgan. I had to get the women.
Then you was like, Action Angie. Morgan is gonna ask you the questions and all the questions.
That's called impromptu speech.
I got questions. I got legitimate questions for Angie. I don't know if I can do your rapid 60 seconds, but I'm gonna try. Action Angie. First and foremost, why you be looking like that? Why you be looking like that in your selfies? Why you be looking so cute all the time? How you got that college student and y'all be cleaned up and y'all be looking the same? How's that happen? Why am I holding the microphone? Sorry. Action Angie.
Well, when I met our illustrious founders, y'all were a mix between Roundaway girls and, these beautiful stallion of women. So we had to come with it all the time. When I first met Vanessa, she had on red lipstick, these long flowing locks. And then here come Morgan in this beautiful chocolate skin, looking all like just beautiful and brown and chiseled and these long. So we had to always bring it. That's what we did. That's what we do as best women, right? Right.
Angie, this is what I want to know. You have brought your whole family along on this healing journey, and I know that hasn't always been easy to prioritize your self-care. Can you give somebody one piece of advice on how they prioritize their own self-care?
You literally have to put yourself first. And so I enjoyed being a leader, but it really was a selfish move because it made me hold my own self accountable. If I told people I was going to meet here every Saturday, then I knew I had to show up every Saturday. So it always started with me doing the work, me rallying, but it was for my own self-care. It was the way for me to save myself, was to save me first, as you two demonstrated so well with Harriet Tubman, and then go back and get our sister. So that's just the life that I lived, and I loved it. I mean, I was hooked at Hello when I first met Sandria down in Chicago, Lakefront. Sandria Washington, shout out to her, and she was how I met GirlTrek back in 2012. I'm wearing my little shirt, this tight shirt. Y'all remember these tight shirts?
Yes,
yes.
It's like
I
a
want to know
sneaker.
everything about you. Like, what kind of perfume do you be wearing? Like, I've been studying your. That's Angie. Okay, can you just tell me how old you are? I don't actually know. I know that's ignorant on the call. You could tell me after. You could tell me
No.
after. You can wiggle it.
I'm proud to say that I will be 52 on December 15th. I'm very proud to say that.
I love
Okay,
that,
so-
Angie.
I have an
Morgan,
adult.
I have a burning last question though for Angie. Angie, what is your, because you've been to you are OG, you've been to pretty much every GirlTrek event that's ever been done, of GirlTrek events across ever. What is your number one favorite GirlTrek experience that you have had?
I really think it was the very first one when we went to upstate New York in 2013, and there were 25 of us. That's why I have my city rep shirt, because we were given these in 2013. And because I had never experienced women who looked like me that were speaking about self-care and the outdoors and putting brown faces and green faces. And you guys had us at a retreat and meditation, and you ran it like a corporate business, but it was relatable. That's why I say you were like these roundaway, brilliant Black women that looked like me, and I was like, they are me. And I'm telling you, I was hooked at Hello. So really, the very first training, the 25 of us that were there, was probably the most special to me.
Oh,
Yes.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Angie, this is a little known fact about that training. I don't know if I ever told you this. So Angie is one of the original GirlTrekkers. We call them OGs. From that 25, like Fannie Lou Hamer said, 25 became a million. That's how it happened. That Angie went back to her community. She said, I'm gonna get some sisters from my neighborhood church, the gym up the street. We're gonna walk and we're gonna talk about everything revolutionary and radical about healing Black women. And they be doing it. They be looking so good. They be out there like posed up under trees, like doing good stuff. Here's something you didn't know, Angie. We was right across the street from Madam C.J. Walker's mansion when we was up there in upstate New York. Did you know that? Right across the street, Angie. Listen, we should have took a picture or something. I'm saying, girl, we didn't know yet. We wasn't preserving historic sites.
Look,
we didn't know.
Thank God we didn't know,
know.
because we would have been acting up. We would have been acting up. Angie, thank you so much for coming on. And Morgan, this is a perfect segue into a beautiful video that we have queued up that is actually going to share some more stories of women like Angie in this movement.
What to say to you now in the soft afternoon air as you hold us all in a single death? I say, where is your fire? I say, where is your fire? You got to find it and pass it on. You got to find it and pass it on, from you to me, from me to her, from her to him, from the son to the father, from the brother to the sister, from the daughter to the mother, from the mother to the child. I say, where is your fire? Can't you smell it coming out of our past? The fire of living, not dying. The fire of loving, not killing. The fire of blackness, not gangster shadows. Where is our beautiful fire that gave light to the world? The fire of pyramids, the fire that burned through the hulls of slave ships and made us breathe. The fire that made guts into chitlins, the fire that took rhythms and made jazz. The fire of sit-ins and marches that made us jump boundaries and barriers. The fire that took street talk and sounds and made righteous Imhotep raps. I say, where is your fire? The torch of life, full of Nzinga and Nat Turner and Garvey and Du Bois and Fannie Lou Hamer, Sojourner Truth and Martin and Malcolm and Mandela. Sister, brother, brother, come catch your fire. Don't kill, hold your fire. Don't kill, learn your fire. Don't kill, be the fire. Don't kill, catch the fire. And burn with eyes that see our souls walking, singing, building, laughing, learning, loving, teaching, being, learning, loving, building, singing, walking, loving. Hey, 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 young brother, hey, young sister, here is my hand. Catch the fire, catch the fire, catch the fire, live.
Morgan.
That's my dream. Listen, my dream came true. That's all you need to know. You know, I love me some Sonia Sanchez. I love that poem. When I used to be a teacher in Newark, my friend Keisha Baptiste from Harlem used to make fun of me because I used to get in front of them kids and do Where's the Fire every single day at Morning Circle. And I was like, where's the fire of Fanny? And Keisha would be like, they just trying to come to school. I'm just saying, like, to see this movement flourish from, girl, when we were standing on that TED stage, we could see it and nobody else could see it. That's all I'm saying. So to see it come together, Ebony, thank you for that video. And like, I'm looking at it, this was one of my favorite moments in life. We got to meet Sonia Sanchez, the poet there. But then like there was a flash of Angela Davis and I was like, and we got to meet her this year. And she's been following.
I know.
So I'm just, I know we brought on Action Angie, and I know all the people who contributed to that video. I just want to say, everyone who's contributed to building this movement on a personal level, thank you, because this is exactly what I needed to save my own life. And this is a dream come true. So 1 million wasn't a number, it was a dream come true. And having the people we respect most deeply, the people who are radical and revolutionary about Black people, stand behind us, like Sister Sanchez, like Nikki Giovanni, like Angela Davis, like many of the sisters who will be on this call today. I am personally I haven't even been able to articulate since we got to 1 million. This has been 10 years of work. It has been 10 years of sacrifice by so many people. And I haven't been able to articulate it. And in that video, I was just like, wow. This is like really, if I could dream up what Black women could do together, this is what it feels like for me. So thank you. And I can't wait to move forward together. I can't wait for it. So, all right. What's next, Vanessa, on the little thing? What's next on the thing?
We have, first of all, it's funny. We have Aja Monet, a poem by her that I think is up next. But I'm going to do a quick rapid fire. I wonder if I can actually do Shanera and Coach Robin at the same time, Ebony, because Morgan, it's funny. We first saw Aja Monet at the Omega Institute in upstate New York when we had first brought our crew of organizers there. And she was this fiery poet who was like so mesmerizing. And I remember like thinking, wow, like I was mesmerized by her. And then when I heard that she was going to be able to do a poem for us, I was like, this for me is such a full circle moment. And one of the biggest things about the GirlTrek movement that people always ask is, how is it possible that no matter where you go across this country, if you show up to a GirlTrek walk or you meet a GirlTrek woman, you are instantly overwhelmed with love and sisterhood. And people think it's happenstance, but it's not. And so this is where I want to tell people, and Shanera and Coach Robin are two great examples of this, that Morgan and I set out intentionally across this country to find women who demonstrated what we called, Morgan, first it was the 5 R's, then it was the 3 R's. I don't know how many R's we got now, but y'all.
Because we kept forgetting. We was like, okay, she got to have rallying power. People got to follow her when she says something. Then we was like, she got to be racially like Fannie Lou Hamer. Fannie Lou Hamer sing "This Little Light of Mine," everybody come out. I mean, she got to be radiant. She got to be reliable, rain or shine, like Harriet Tubman. But I don't remember the rest. That's the problem. Oh, at one point, he was like, and she got to be really nice.
Really nice. The most important one, because we was like, don't play. GirlTrek is a movement of really nice Black women, and that's exactly where I had arrived to say that it's not by happenstance. That when you run into superhero blue on the streets, that the superhero blue represents something that is so deep. It is a flag. Just like they say, you wave a flag, and I don't mean the white flag because that's some racist ass mess right there about the white flag meaning peace. But I mean, when we raise the blue flag, it means sisterhood. So when you, no matter where you are, look, sorry, Morgan, I had to go left on some Louis Farrakhan, but I'm gonna go right back to where we're at. When you see the blue sisterhood flag of GirlTrek, wherever you are, it is that you know, sister, you are safe here. You are protected here and you are seen here. And it is the greatest thrill of my life when somebody calls me, texts me, or does anything, and they're like, oh my God, I saw a GirlTrek woman on the streets, because I know what that means. And so I don't know, producers, if we can bring in Shanera and Coach Robin at the same time. But
they're on.
Oh, look. I'm looking at all y'all only at the same time because it's making me feel like we at home. So I ain't even worried about who on the real screen. But really, but Shanera and Coach Robin, I can see you guys now. Shanera and Coach Robin, I want to ask you, and these are super quick questions because y'all have a lot of personality in this. We don't got time, but let's imagine we on the Family Feud type of things. Because here's what you know. Because I'm gonna break it down for y'all so that you don't have to break it down for them, so that your questions can be fun and short. Shanera literally is a one-woman Black artist, actress, dynamo, who is literally using her voice and her Black Christian woman voice in powerful ways all throughout Los Angeles. And she does that and still reps GirlTrek and organizes on our behalf and totes blue tablecloths in the back of her car in between auditions and shows and all sorts of things. And people's like, but how do you get a dope woman like Shanera on your team? And then on the flip side, we literally got Coach Robin, who lives in Illinois.
Wait, hold on. I don't know that time, but hold on.
Yeah.
One time I was on a hike in LA and Shanera was like, I'm starting a woman show. I was like, what is it about, Shanera? And then I logged on to Facebook one time and Shanera was doing an expose in one of the drugstores. She was like, you ain't gonna treat me like this. She was like, this is racist. You're not gonna treat me like this. And I was like, Shanera is everything to me. But go ahead.
She's a gangster. Yes. Shanera puts the G in gangster for GirlTrek in really beautiful ways. And it's like, how do we attract her? And then I was on the flip side, Coach Robin, and I know you're not a jiu-jitsu master, but really she's like I want to say you're a jiu-jitsu master. Coach Robin literally is one of the, for us, I'm going to just call you the country's leading experts in Black women health, Coach Robin. Shoot, we got to call us by our name. Like, you are out there doing the work in the community with the women.
She's one of the highest trained outdoor trip leaders in the country. Because, I used to be on the board of National Outdoor Leadership School, and there's very few Black people who have the wilderness certifications that she has. For emergency rescue. She takes Black girls or young Black girls out hiking in the name of GirlTrek and all of this movement. She's powerful, both in her fitness and how she be doing them handstands and stuff, but also she be out rescuing people in the woods. I'm saying.
Yes. So y'all, so Coach Robin and Shanera, we really have 60 seconds. This is fun so that people can get to know a little bit about the movement through your lens and perspective. Shanera, your favorite GirlTrek event has been what? Uh-oh, you're on mute, Shanera. Unmute. Well, while Shanera's browser is getting refreshed, we're going to ask Coach Robin. Are you there, Coach Robin?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Okay, perfect. Yep, Shanara's gonna come in. Don't worry, we're gonna pretend like this is Black Wheel of Fortune. She's gonna come in just a second. Coach Robin, what is your favorite Girl Trek event that you've ever been to?
My favorite GirlTrek event, funny that Morgan would say about me doing handstands, was the first time we did Mills Lake, and I made it to the top with both my lungs still in my chest. So I did a headstand on the mountain, and Morgan walked up to me and whispered in my ear. She said, "I just want you to know, GirlTrek insurance is not paying for this." and, she walked, and she walked to the side, and Stacy Patrice, I don't know if you remember that, Morgan. So Morgan kind of turned her head away and started looking in the lake, like I'm not watching her and I'm not supporting this. And so Stacy spotted me. I did the handstand. Then Morgan turned around and looked, and her eyes are already like slanted. So I'm like, did she wink? But she looked and she gave me that little smile. I'm like, yes. So I made a video afterwards to make sure I told everybody, don't try this, because GirlTrek did not support me in doing this. That was my favorite moment. I made it, both lungs intact. I hit that headstand and I made it back down the mountain.
I love that, Coach Robin. And I love that that's the story you told. Last question for you. And you know a lot of women across the Girl Trek movement. If you had to just off the top of your head, one woman whose story has just really inspired you in the movement, whose name would you call right now?
Coach Mika. Coach Mika
Tell
is
us why.
Luca's warrior extraordinaire. She's so resilient. I mean, I don't even know if I want to use that word, but that's what I'm going to use for now. She's resilient. I mean, she's determined. She's committed. She's committed enough to herself that every day she has breath in her body and the ability to move, even if it's just a little bit, she's going to move. Coach Mika posts videos and pictures of her in her hospital gown with IV. She makes the hospital staff so nervous because she gets up and she walks around. So, I love checking on her. I love Coach Mika, but her story is so inspiring. So inspiring.
Yes. Her story is inspiring. And she is one of so many women's story who I personally can think of who, despite specific health challenges, are using walking and using Girl Trek in the community to thrive and to push through and showing us a new way. I love that. I think that's a good segue, Morgan, into the Aja Monet poem that's going to set us up for the next segment. Are we ready for that?
Shanara, we love you. Yes, we're ready.
Yes.
We're ready.
Yeah.
Shanara, your lipstick spoke volumes.
No, Shanara's staying on. This is that. Shanara's like, this is Wendy Williams audience. We're going to get you in a minute, girl.
Congratulations, GirlTrek. 1 million strong. You all have been a shining light to Black women everywhere. To be each other's keeper, my sister's keeper. Trauma and mental health are real things we struggle with, as well as our physical health. Knowing that this year has been such a trying year for so many of us, I tip my hat to you for choosing your wellness. Our collective healing in this moment is so crucial. I look forward to a movement and a world where Black women are holistically loved, cared for, and experiencing the utmost glittering joy in this life and the next. So I tip my hat to all of you, and I'm sending so much love and encouragement for whatever's ahead, that we know we have everything we need is within us if we endeavor to search it out. So I'm gonna end with a poem encouraging, hopefully, reflection, and that art is integral in our physical and spiritual journeys as well. So thank you for listening, and here we go. Tell the story of the one foot in front of the other. A step as a start, the gift that keeps on giving, the possibility of commitment, of undeniable promise. Tell the story of swallowing the sun in the silhouette of your stroll, through struggle and stretching our bodies into new portals or paths discovering the tiny gems of joy, the trying trails of triumph. Tell the story of pushing past limits and dancing on the dazzling threshold of our voices and visions, healing helixes of hurt, pacing through the shadow of doubt and fear, exercising the talking drum in your chest. Tell the story of whole breaths, deep diaphragm laughter, undeterred discovery, waiting to exhale, the persevering patience of learning to listen to your body, to what it needs, to what it wants, what makes it ache, what makes it pleased, the freedom of collaborating with what carries you day in and day out, this vessel, this glorious container for courage and care. Feel your entire presence, the blood flowing veins, the tensing fibers, finally finding and taking control of your life for yourself, being in charge of this shapeless feeling, overcoming the mind, letting go, walking through the soreness, the weathered muscles and sweat. Each of us is each other's mirror, transformed by the glowing gown of effort and sheer will. Tell the story of how we journeyed beyond loneliness and pain, sistering our transformation. Tell the story of us, of how we are the stories we have been waiting for, how we are the beginning and we will be a glorious end. Tell the story. Thank you, GirlTrek.
Yeah. I love that. And I love the idea of telling the story. And actually with that, if we bring Shanera back, because the stories of the women are more important than any of the stories I think we can tell. Shanera, are you there? I can hear you, Shanera. Shanera, look, I already knew you were going to have a moment because you have a voice and you have something to say. And you know, we have 30 seconds maybe with you and a woman right now who's sitting on the couch. And she saw this on Instagram, Shanera, and she maybe tuned into a Black History boot camp. And maybe just something in her tickled her to come here in this moment. And she wants to know, what is it beyond this celebration? What is it beyond this surface thing? What is it about GirlTrek that she should know so that tomorrow she follows up, goes to girltrek.org, or more importantly, takes the pledge and joins the movement herself, and even more importantly, maybe takes a walk? What would you say to a woman who's just hadn't even considered that that might be what she does tomorrow?
GirlTrek, and as it pertains to me, and this is what I'm gonna pass on to her, is it's literally a matter of life or death. Do you want to live? Like literally, it's literally, if I don't walk, if I don't take care of me, if I don't put me first, I don't live. Like literally, that's what it became. The year my mother, when I joined GirlTrek in 2015, my mother was 52 years old and had 3 strokes back to back. Had to have brain surgery. And I went into this thing. There were other factors that would have played into it, but when we don't take care of ourselves as Black women, our bodies do break down. And I am responsible for my health. So everything else is secondary. It comes under my walk. I'm going to walk today because I plan to live. I don't want to preach, but that's it. That's my 30 seconds.
Yes. No, that's the preaching I needed. Thank you so much, Shanera. And thank you so much, Coach Robin. Thank you for your service, for how you love on me and Morgan and have our backs, for how you rally in LA and Chicago and Illinois and California. Just thank you. Thank you so much, sisters. We love
Thank
you.
you.
I'm just
Love
be a
you.
part of it.
Yeah.
Like,
Look, shot down in the house. Morgan, what you think is the hypest GirlTrek city?
Well, let me think about that. Let me just also say, Aja Monet, that poem blessed my heart.
Oh.
You know, like when you
yes.
when you have to memorize like an Easter poem. Like I feel like I need to memorize that and say it. That's all a meditation is. Y'all be tripping on what meditation is. Y'all come to my class and then it'd be like, oh, that's it. Come on, y'all, let's meditate on that. She said, the freedom to collaborate with what carries you through. Come on. I was like, follow your bliss. The freedom to collaborate with what carries you through, Vanessa, on a day basis. What carries you through?
Definitely that there's somebody in this community who's counting on me. Like, and by counting on me, I mean actually counting on me to take care of myself in this like really beautiful way. Like don't check on me, check on yourself, sis. Like that's how I feel about the GirlTrek community, where they're like, okay, well, you don't need to call me, you don't need to text me, but spiritually, I want you to be loving on yourself. I feel that from women in this community, and it really pushes me. What about you?
Yeah, the history carries me through. Like I find so much like it carries me through in a way, but it isn't blissful. And I actually am looking for something blissful to follow because I feel carried by the fire of that burned through holes through slave ships, as Sonia Sanchez said. I feel carried by that every day. But I want to be led by. I want both, right? I want the fire behind me, and I want the sunshine in front of me, so I can like be open chest and not have to be so tight. I really am praying and looking for that. And I'm starting to find it. So love carries me through every day. Friendship carries me through every day. Sunshine and fresh air carries me through every day. I literally go on my porch and just watch the sun all the time. Like, I mean, I have such a good time with myself as of, the last probably year or two. And then in terms of GirlTrek really quickly, I was really, really depressed probably 3 years ago when we were on the road to Selma. I think that was 3 years ago. And we were, depressed is a big and heavy word, and I want to use it. Like I was just heavy laden. I was exhausted. I was functional, but at my own expense. I was having a hard time pouring out anymore. I was heavy. And we had to give a television interview, and the bright lights came on, and I was like, hello, everybody. It's like, because I can find the strength to dig deep for my sisters. I really can. And then after I went up into the bathroom, and I literally collapsed. I like laid on my back. And when I tell you so the answer to your question, so many sisters in New Orleans was like, something ain't right, Morgan. You don't look right. Like you don't right, like pull it together. Like what's going on? Like what do you need? Like Tanya was like shouting me out. She still texts me just to make sure. She like just to make sure you're on the right path. And so many sisters. So I would have to vote for New Orleans. It's a tight competition, but they've been planting gardens all across the city. They've been having second line parades. Yeah. They've been having a great time. So that I love New Orleans as a city. Yeah.
Yeah. I love New Orleans too. I can't ever not think about when we talk about like cities and not think of Jackson, Mississippi, because I feel like it's the birthplace of the GirlTrek movement in terms of cities for some reason. I feel like it was the first city I could actually point to where I was like, okay, they're holding it down in so many different neighborhoods, and the teams are hype, and they got license plates, and the kids and the husbands got blue suits on, and the mayor done showed up with proclamations. And I mean, I just feel like Jackson, under the leadership of like Cynthia and Tess Bell and Denise and Monica Cato Brown and Jackson lady, Tanya, so many of y'all. Yeah. I feel like I'm thinking of Donna Stamps and the women who took over after Donna passed away. And I just like Jackson is such a city that really set it off for GirlTrek. I can't wait to find out what's going to be the new city. Like, I don't know, someplace is about to pop it off.
Jackson, like we are the new city. We about to take y'all to the next level. That's what Jackson said.
Yes, get our cousins. So y'all, Morgan, we got to keep the celebration going. Look, it's Sunday. We got to keep the celebration going, y'all. Let me put my Barbara Walters glasses on. Hold on. Let me find out what's up next on the thing. Oh, we have a Trek. Oh my God, I heard this is good. I haven't seen it. There's a Trekker video story. Oh, cue it. Let me get my tissues. Let's get it ready, y'all.
We gotta cue up the African dance. I gotta get out of my seat for a minute after here. But let's do the stories and then let's cue up African dance after. Here we go.
Nine years ago, on my birthday, my sister died at the age of 40 from meningitis. Every single woman in my family has died. My sister, my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother. I am the only woman left alive in my family, and that fills me with so much grief and anger and also compassion. I truly believe that if someone had given my great-grandmother the invitation to take care of herself, to put herself first in ways that would free her and add years to her life, that my grandmother and my mother and my sister would be alive. Not only has GirlTrek helped me heal my physical body, GirlTrek has helped me heal my heart. It helped me see the world in colorful new ways. That GirlTrek has gifted me the invitation of how to show up for myself.
GirlTrek has given me so many gifts in these 4 years that I've walked with them. GirlTrek has pushed me to understand that every day when I get up, that there's a battle that I'm choosing between me versus me. I have this one me where I'm getting up and I'm doing these daily meditative walks and I'm engaging in all of these acts of self-preservation. And then there's this other me that I could choose, which is this level of comfortability where I'm also essentially killing myself as well. One of the most profound things that I ever heard a GirlTrekker say, she said that GirlTrek has given us the permission to take off of our superwoman capes in order to save ourselves. And I'm saving myself.
When I think about GirlTrek and how it's changed my life, I can only come up with one word, and that word is empowered. GirlTrek has empowered me to stand flat-footed in my own truths, to recognize that I'm worthy, and to encourage me to do adventures that I never would have imagined doing, like sea kayaking in Prince William Sound, Alaska, like climbing the Rocky Mountains 5 times, and even leading a group of women as part of the adventure squad into the Rocky Mountains. Completing a full marathon, 26.2 miles. So GirlTrek has empowered me to own who I am and to stand in that truth unapologetically.
I began walking specifically because I was suffering from anxiety and depression. And when I began walking, I was able to slow down and really start to heal. My hope for GirlTrek is that the young generation just comes out and knows that their lives are worthy and valuable of walking in their healthiest, most fulfilled life. The Sonia Sanchez poem, Catch the Fire, ends in the word live. And that is my hope for GirlTrek. That we would live and that we would live worthy of the callings we have received, which is to be healthy and to walk in the path that God created for us. So I love you guys. Congrats, GirlTrek.
Guys, we are in a celebratory mood. Yes. I'm Coach Kaz. This is my mother, Kukwa. This is my god sister, Cree. Yes. We come to you on behalf of Africa With Us and Kukwa Fitness, and we are so excited. Woo! We are so excited celebrating 1 million women in the GirlTrek sisterhood, and we are so happy. And we just want to move your boomsie today, African style, in celebration. Because you deserve to be celebrated, and we are so thankful for this 1 million in the sisterhood of GirlTrek. Let's celebrate! African style! Hey! 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 Bring it down, let's go, bring it down. Down, bring it up. Go, 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 go. Bring it down, 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 bring it down. We celebrate you today and always. We're so thankful to be part of this life-changing, powerful sisterhood. Whoa. 1 million strong and more to come. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Woo! Go GirlTrek! Go GirlTrek! Go GirlTrek! Go GirlTrek! Go GirlTrek! Celebrate, hey! Celebrate, hey! Celebrate, hey! Love you!
Oh, go GirlTrek! Go GirlTrek! Oh! Yes! Go GirlTrek! Go, 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 go! Yes, I got on purple short. Go GirlTrek! Listen! First of all, if you didn't notice, Cassandra's in the middle. On the left is her mama. I can't hear you, Vanessa. You on mute? You might be on mute.
Oh my gosh, thank God I was on mute. Thank God I was on mute because I was like, I wasn't ready for the dancing. And it just hit me. And I'm just saying, you know, I just had to work my way into it. Now my sequence dress is like, ma'am, I wasn't meant for dancing.
Listen, I needed that dance break. Cass and her mom, that's her mom on the left. Go back, rewind the video later. That's her mama. Y'all, we better heal this mama-daughter relationship kind of thing right there. Listen, I need to get Carol Jean. Somebody tag Carol Jean. We need to start our own fitness company called Praise and Worship Incorporated.
Oh, look, we about 1 minute from public access.
We love you so much, Mama Kukua and Cass. Yeah, they are members of our world-class faculty. We have, I don't know, over the years, we probably had 75 to 100 really amazing wellness coaches and fitness instructors. I'm tired. Who came to the stress protest with us.
Because that's a good workout, and we only did like 3 of the 5 minutes.
Listen, I signed up for kukua.com. Y'all better go sign up. You can do 30 minutes of that every day.
I'm just saying, it's hard, and I got healed. I'm out of breath. It's like I'm trying to get up to this second.
Well, listen, Vanessa, that's another solution, actually. We talked about listening to good music. We talked about going for a walk. We talked about Black History Boot Camp. Sign up for one of our faculty from the stress protest. Cass is just one of them. We can start to feature them across our social media over the break while we're having our off season. Because y'all, they out there
actually,
doing
Morgan,
real work.
They are, and this is actually even a formal moment to even stop and pause and say that GirlTrek could not be here today if it weren't for the tribe, is what I would call them, the community of people who have lent their expertise, their genius, their creative talents and spirits to this movement. And we're going to have some formal credits and thank yous at the end of this. But I just mean that actually, as a village of peers, Black women have come and surrounded you and I particularly with so much love. And you Black women have shown us so much grace. And you, all of you, when we can't get the orders out of the store, or when we have been figuring out our organizing model, and when we have been, you know, we've had bumps. We are a movement, but you have just been with us. And in particular, the women who have said, not only I'm going to be with you, but I'm going to give you a little bit of my genius, and I'm going to give you, and it's from the faculty to our allies behind the scenes, and we've just had such a community of people that have make this blue movement possible. So I love them.
If COVID stop acting up, we're going to be back at the stress protest Labor Day weekend of next year. Stay tuned for that. Yes. I'm talking everything from work lessons to sound baths. I mean, I'm talking about the gamut of Black girl healing out there. We be out there. I'm like, they getting the Holy Ghost over there. They shouting down Shango over here. They do. I mean, it's like a lot happening on one mountaintop, and it's so beautiful. People are painting the mountains outside. It's gorgeous, y'all. It's called Stress Protest. We'll go up a stress protest next year. But I mentioned something really quickly, if you knew, that you should know. We're entering into a season of celebration and rest and restoration. You saw rest and celebration together as restoration. You saw that?
Yes. Look, I did. I did.
We have something called the off season. that begins Tuesday, December 1st. I think that's Tuesday, whenever December 1st is. And it lasts until Dr. King's birthday. So I want you all to know, especially if you've been working hard for GirlTrek, but if you've been working hard for anybody, commit to 6 weeks of resting your body as a radical, just radical step. And we rest and we maintain. We try not to gain. We maintain. We don't gain over the holidays, but we rest. We eat good food. We nourish ourselves and we rest. So GirlTrek's offices will be closing like we do in a radical self-care sabbatical that we take every year from December to Martin Luther King's birthday. And then beyond that, what we are going to do is we're going to tarry y'all. We're going to say, okay, we have 1 million Black women. What is the move, God? What would you have us to do? Are we going to reclaim all kind of money back from the government and deploy it into our cities through policy work? Are we going to go save all the forests? Are we going to go across the world like evangelists with backpacks and medicine on? Like, what would you have us to do, God? Are we going to knock on doors and tell sisters, you are not alone? You are not alone. Come walk with me. Are we going to do all of the above? Or are we going to do one? We are going to really tarry and plan. So expect a call, OGs. Expect an opportunity to chime in. And we're really going to take our time there. So we will be in constant communication with you as a movement to let you know this is ground zero again for imagination of what the next decade together as 1 million strong can look like. So I'm excited about that process. I'm excited about taking my time. I've been praying. People have been having dreams about me. It's like, Teresa said she had a dream. I wouldn't let her off the bus. I was like, what is? She was like, she was driving. I wouldn't let her off the bus. I said, Teresa, I'm going to let you off the bus because I'm getting off the bus for a minute. You know what I mean? And I really just, I need that permission to get off the bus for a little bit so that I can see what God would have us do. So I want to be a responsible leader. Keep us prayed up, please. We will keep you guys in prayer. See us on the other side of this winter. Please, we need you there. All right. And we will keep sharing resources to help to get you there. All right, Vanessa, what's up?
I'm literally laughing because I'm like, I guarantee you there's a Black woman at home and she is scratching her head just like me. And she's like, I'm going to have to go back and rewind that part. Like, did they say they are going to rest or taking a break? Because even as you described it and I'm doing it, it sounds so foreign. And yet, I am here to tell whoever is listening, and I hope some really important person is listening who can make all of our dreams and lives of 1 million Black women come true. What we are doing as an organization and what we are doing as 1 million Black women by publicly declaring that we are worthy of rest, that we are more value than just the labor that we bring to this world, and that we are intrinsically enough for ourselves and our communities as is radical and revolutionary at the root. More radical and revolutionary, I think, Morgan, than almost any movement that has gone down in history. And I think that when they look back around a movement that has galvanized Black women to take care of themselves in the way that we have, it's going to be where they look, the indicator or the place where they say things really started to change for us and generational curses were broken and new ideas and ways of living and habits and behaviors were forever brought forth into this world and our babies learned a new way of being. I believe that for us. I believe it for us right now. So
I should believe it as Harriet is over your shoulder, like gangster style. Can you see her?
Look,
she's like, believe it.
Look,
she's like,
we don't do that without.
She's like, believe it. Vanessa, in that spirit though, let's practice in that spirit. We have another performer for you. Her name is Baby Rose. And she has been the artist to watch. I mean, the artist to watch for at least 2020 when people need her soothing and sultry voice. So here's my challenge to all of y'all. I want you to, like, first of all, do a body scan as you're listening to her and see where you are holding any stress. You might want to lie down on your couch. You might just want to relax in your chair, wherever you are. Do a body scan and start to take some deep breaths with Baby Rose as she sings and breathe healing into your body and see if you can relax and rest just for this song. That's the challenge, just for this song, try to clear your head, hear her meditation, and really just try to relax. Let's practice. You ready? Baby Rose, are you there? You may have seen her with the Roots crew. Listen, she's about to blow
On
it up,
Tiny
Baby
Desk
Rose.
concert. She has a great Tiny Desk that I watched.
Go watch her Tiny Desk for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, everyone? I'm Baby Rose. I want to say congratulations, GirlTrek, for rallying 1 million Black women for radical self-care, healing, and joy. It's such a beautiful thing to see and to be a part of. I'm so proud of us, Black women growing, building, and healing together. Thank you for letting me share this special moment with you all. Thank you to Black women for leading, loving, walking, and showing up for yourselves and for your communities time and time again. And as y'all move in your power, my wish to you all is to always just put yourself first and to not let the weight of all the external things outside of your control hold you back. Because the more you love yourselves, the more that you can give love to all other things. And our love is truly a force to be reckoned with. So thank you again for having me. And to celebrate with you all, here is a little concert for you all and your enjoyment.
Getting right, but I'm damaged, cause I gave it all to you. See it from my vantage, you're not the same person I once knew. The picture that is painted, heart is hanging, shredded like a Banksy. Shit I deal with on a daily, it might drive a bitch crazy, cause I don't understand it. This love is turned a very different way. Reverse my favorite candy. You're sweet now, you're just poison in my veins, and I don't deserve it. Said, are you even worth it? When this love turns to apathy, and we're just scratching the surface. I only think of you as breaking my heart, and when I see you, all I feel are the scars. You said you love me, then you tore me apart. My hands filled with regrets in the dark. Somebody shine a light on me. Only think of you as breaking my heart, picking away at me and all of my flaws. Shattered my heart when you took it that far. Now my hands filled with regrets in the dark. Somebody shine a light on me. I got secrets that I still keep. I got feelings that's a run deep, so deep that the blood gets thinner. Heartbeat pace a little bit quicker. Almost where the heart is, but we're so far from where we started. Can't name the fact that the same pain keeps coming back again and again and again and again. Wait, I only think of you as breaking my heart, and when I see you, all I feel are the scars. You said you love me, then you tore me apart. Now my head's filled with regrets in the dark. Somebody shine a light on me. I only think of you as breaking my heart, picking away at me and 17, I'm drinking at the bottle. 15, I think about tomorrow. 13, I'm chasing dreams. 24, I'm out on toy. 21, I'm drowning out from sorrow. Failing college and I'm stuck here at a crossroad. 18, I need release. Battling insecurity. I'm always at the end of the road. Always trying to see how it goes. I don't know. I'm always trying to get out my way. Always thinking it stays the same. Only thing that it does is change. 22, living in a small apartment. Mama sick, work late so I can pay rent. 9 hours, bright-eyed, writing songs that could get me by. Bottom line, there will always be a reason to be scared or to be what I believe in. Rest assured, as long as I'm breathing, not running, not leaving. I'm always at the end of the road. Always trying to see how it goes. I don't know. I'm always trying to get out my way. I'm always thinking it stays the same. Only thing that it does is change.
Vanessa, that last song is my new favorite song. It was so beautiful. Baby Rose, thank you so much for that. It was so beautiful. And the first song tickled me so deep because her voice was like, it was like the complexity of all Black women. And I was like, I don't know why I done told us to try to breathe deep into this complex, beautiful, velvet, like rich textured song. But it's almost exactly what we need to do. It reminds me of one of our instructors is Brandon from Trap Yoga. And you be sometimes hearing the most trappiest trap song trying to do downward facing dog, but that's the complexity of our lives. How do you breathe beauty and like healing in times of complexity? And so that was I was, look, you see my floor? I was laying on the floor. Wait, you see? I was down there, girl. That was good. That was good. Oh, you're on mute again, babe.
That's God, y'all, because I was singing along. Look, that's me learning. So as I was singing along the whole time, so I don't want to be singing over Baby Rose. What I was saying, Morgan, is that she's from DC, and she actually, with another DC girl, Arie Lennox, went on tour last year. People should check her out. Her debut album was called To Myself, and it came out last year, and I was listening to some of it, and it's so beautiful. And people compare her voice a lot to Nina Simone. So exactly what you were saying about how you felt, I think is exactly how people feel about her voice. So no, she's dope.
Get it.
She's dope.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, my friend, I think I told Vanessa, I'll tell everybody else. On Black History Boot Camp, I'll be telling Vanessa, could you please go on mute when you sing it? And it's not because I don't want Vanessa to sing. It's because I want to sing. But her delay be like in my ear. I just be like, I'm trying to hear Stevie Wonder. So just like Vanessa, it's kind of the yin and yang of life. Like my sister, yeah. I always want you to dance. I always want you to have your best. And I don't want it at my at my cost. Like, so I was asking my friend to put it on mute, but people was like, people don't like you asking for what you want. Ask for what you want today, y'all. That's the PSA.
Everybody,
for public service.
Yes,
ask for what you want. And if you have people who
that's a GirlTrek endorsed message. That's a GirlTrek endorsed message. Ask her what you want on this day. So Morgan, we only
Vanessa,
have a little bit more time on this celebration, and we have so much good stuff, including a song. Look, can I just say shout out to Sister Indy Arie? Because look, I know we're gonna close with a song by Indy Arie, and I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy. It's like, Mama. First of all, we made it into the Black Futures book. Shout out to Kimberly Drew. I was like, I've had 3 endorsements this week that we've made it, GirlTrek. We made it into the Black Futures book. This genius book that Kimberly Drew did. The lady at Blue Mercury said I was a local celebrity, and now India Arie is singing to the million Black women in the movement. I am just like, I'm happy. God's good all
y'all,
the time.
this is the beginning of our celebration. Sister India is going to come and bring us the beginning. We want you to celebrate for the next month, the next 6 weeks, the next 6 months with us. Find a way to celebrate every day. Try to find what's the poem you like, Vanessa? Celebrate something.
Won't you come celebrate with me? Look, don't Lucille Clifton. Just get the whole collective poems. Morgan tried it. I will not do a real reciting, but won't you come celebrate with me that every day something has tried to kill me and has failed. Lucille Clifton.
So that's what we celebrate. That's what we
Yes,
celebrate.
yeah.
And without further ado,
so Morgan, we're gonna get into. No, we're not going. No, we have a couple. No, we're not getting.
Oh,
into
just
her.
kidding.
I wish you was
Just
very
kidding.
excited about her.
I'm gonna drink my pineapple juice. No, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Before we get into Indy Arie, actually, Morgan, I want to make sure we can share 2. First of all, can we bring in live 2 trekkers who I want to actually ask them? We're going to bring in Lee from Philadelphia and Shaka from Seattle. And then we're going to go to a beautifully produced video that's going to bring in some additional voices of movement before we do that. And then we'll bring in India Arie at the end to close. But I want to actually, Morgan, the reflections around who GirlTrek is that's the most important things. Shaka from Seattle, you there, girl? Can you hear us? I want to make sure your audio's good.
Yes, I can hear you.
Perfect. And Lee, are you there?
Hey.
So you 2 are 2 of what I would call our most dedicated solo trekkers. You walk with teams, you connect with groups in your cities. Lee, you're in Philadelphia, Shaka, you're in Seattle. But what I know most about the both of you is that individually, your hustle game is unmatched around your own personal healing. Shaka, how many days have you walked consecutively in Seattle?
Oh, I lost track.
After what?
Many days.
At one point, you did walk how many?
I got up to 470 consecutive.
470 days.
Track.
400, yes. So Shaka walked more than 470 days. And then Lee, your story, which for some of us, and I'm on day 1, y'all. I just want to let you know, and this is not a joke. I'm on day 1. I was like, Morgan, how am I going to kick off celebrating? And I was like, I'm going to try to walk 100 days. So I'm on day 1. Shaka's on day 470 something. Lee, I don't know what day you're on, but even when we don't have the daily discipline that Shaka has, which for me has been a lifeline when I see her out there every day, it's been I feel like some days, Shaka, like when I can't do it, you're just doing it for me. Like that's how I feel when I see you out there. Really, I feel like you're carrying me some days on your back. But Lee, can you tell me, because I know you in particular have had a lot of women in the community have come to rally for you. If you had to name one woman, one story of a woman who you says she exemplifies what GirlTrek is to you, especially in Philadelphia where you're from, who would you name?
I mean, right off the bat, I would have to name Kelly McIntyre. She works for the health department. She drives our health justice work here, and we don't. A lot of people don't know her name, but she's a sister that will come to your door. She's calling all our names, calling our ancestors into every room, and making sure that we're getting healing on a policy level. That you're getting healing on her porch. She invites you to her porch to take care of you if you need it. And she even came to my own house when I was in need of crisis. And she has literally Like Shag may be walking every day for 400 days, but she has literally called me every single day since a suicide crisis in January to make sure that I was my best, that I'm taking care of myself as I'm also trying to be a servant of the community. So definitely Kelly McIntyre, I love you. And thank you for being a community servant here in Philly.
I love both of you so much. If you were saying one thing, Lee, to a woman out there right now who has just heard of GirlTrek, what would you say to her about joining this community?
I would say to any sister out there who's just joining that this is not just a movement, it is a family. And if you are looking for a safe place to be seen, to be loved, to be held, for no one to judge you wherever you are on your journey, for someone to come find you when you have fallen down, if you don't know how to set boundaries, sisters will teach you how to set boundaries. If you don't know how to say no, the sisters will help you form a language to keep yourself safe and to make sure that you thrive and survive. This is the place. If you don't have family, if you don't have a spouse that supports you, if you lost your religion, if you lost your church, GirlTrek will provide all of that for you in the loving heart and arms of Black women all across this nation. So if you are lost, you are now found. So come on in the room, sis.
Yes. And Shaka, if you had to say one thing, I just want to ask Shaka one quick question, Morgan. If you had to say one thing to a woman who was on day one of her journey, just one thing, and we have, just a few seconds, she's on day one, what would you say to her for her day one?
Just keep walking. Commit 30 minutes a day to yourself. It's the least you can do. And it just opens up so much stuff in your life to walk for 30 minutes and get to think and have peace and figure out what's your next step in self-care and radical self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna thank you both for sharing your journeys. I had no idea that you walked for 470 something days. Like girl, that's hard. I mean, are you setting the alarm? Are you putting it on your I need some practical tip. Can you tell me just one practical tip, me personally? And then I have some help for everything you just said, Lee, for women out there who are listening. But can you just tell me a practical tip how you do that? I've been wanting to do 44 days of yoga. I can't even pull it together to do day one. So I need some help. Tell me.
I just made the commitment to myself that I was going to walk, but it calms me down, especially Monday through Friday. I have a very stressful job, and I will stop in the middle of anything and say, I'm going to take a walk. And that just keeps me going to know, like, I'm doing this for myself. I'm not going to, like, self abuse or emotionally eat or drink and do these things that are like generationally accepted and thought of to relieve yourself. So my relief is walking.
Oh, see. That's actually the difference between walking and yoga, because I always be like, okay, let me go get my outfit together, let me get my space clean and saged up.
Just roll.
And it's actually it is the power of walking, that in the middle of a stressful moment when you feel triggered or when you feel sad or when you feel happy, that you could go out and take a 30-minute walk. I love that. And then Lee, you gave some great advice. You said to connect with other women because they will hold you up. And for anybody out there who does not know how to do that, there are 2 ways I want to share with you that you can connect with other GirlTrekkers. First of all, if you see anybody wearing this shirt, trust you me, they kind, they nice. Just go up to them with your mask on, and or inbox them and be like, "Hey, sister, I see you're in my city." Like let's not be too formal to do that. But the first real way I want to talk to you about is we have city pages. So go and look for GirlTrek Sacramento, GirlTrek New Orleans, GirlTrek Houston, whatever city you would like to join. It could be your hometown, it could be the city you're in now, and look for a city. And if you want to go for a virtual walk where you're talking on the phone with somebody, just ask in the city, can somebody go for a virtual walk with me today? Or just say, hey, y'all, I'm struggling. And I guarantee 2, 3, 4, maybe even 15 women will rally and help to cheer you up. So that's one very practical thing. The other thing is, if you need a sister's keeper, if you need somebody to listen to you, you can call. We have a crisis line, but really it's mostly a hey girl line, and it's 855 GirlTrek. And women are calling that line if their mother-in-law stayed for the holidays. They're calling that line if they are suffering from depression. They're calling that line if the kid's been at home too long. And we have what we call care crusaders on the other line. These are trained, beautiful, loving women who pick up the phone and say, hey, sister, how is it? And they have a whole list of resources for you, but their biggest resource is love and care. So the number again is 855 GirlTrek, and it's GirlTrek without the I because there's no I in team. So GRLTRK. So 855 GirlTrek, and that's where you can reach out to our Care Crusade. So 2 ways, you can go on a Facebook page or you can call 855 GirlTrek. I just wanted to give some practical tools because Lee, I know you reached out and it was one of the bravest things that I've ever seen because it's hard to tell the truth. It's hard to tell the truth, y'all. And asking for help is telling the truth. So ask for help if you need it and we'll rally for you. Even on our off season, we have volunteers. Shout out to the Care Crusaders, the volunteers who said we will answer that line. So thank you so much, everybody.
Yes. All right, let's cue up our video, Ebony, so then we can get our concert Indie Arie going and our dance party out of here. We have some OG Trekker videos coming up.
Congratulations, GirlTrek Nation. 1 million Black women and girls walking towards their healthiest, most fulfilled lives. We did that. We did that.
When I tell you that I feel this moment, I feel it because I always knew that GirlTrek would be everything that it is.
I'm honored and I'm grateful to be on this side of history to witness such a momentous occasion.
1 million Black women out here walking for their lives, for their communities.
To know that GirlTrek has turned into an offering to women all over the world is just such an amazing thing to see.
We've normalized seeing Black women walking. We've normalized healthy Black women and girls.
To all the trekkers, all the volunteers, all the city captains and neighborhood captains, this is all of our win.
I read about GirlTrek in Heart and Soul magazine. It was a profile on different health organizations for Black women. I hadn't seen anything like it. It takes someone or a collective of people, or in the GirlTrek case, it takes 2 friends to say that this is important. Black women and girls being healthy is important. I think I can speak for every woman, every person who's watching right now when I say thank you, Morgan. Thank you, Vanessa, for stepping out when I'm sure there were some folks like, how are you going to save Black women? How are you going to help Black women save themselves, save their families, save their communities through walking? And you did it anyway.
To Vanessa and Morgan, congratulations. I'm so proud of you all, and I hope that you are resting in all of the love and all of the goodness that is coming your way. I hope that you are resting in this victory, and I hope that you're just thanking God for his sovereignty over this movement. To know that you all started this with such humble beginnings of wanting to honor the women in your own lives, the women that you love, who you saw sacrificing, who you saw lost, and you wanted to put feet to pavement in their honor. I just want to leave you with this and encourage you in Romans 8:28, and it says that all things work together for the the good of them that love the Lord and those who are called according to his purpose. And there is no doubt in my mind that you all are called to the work that you've done and the work that you will continue to do. That God set this out before the foundation of the earth, before you were woven in your mother's womb. He set you aside to do this work. I don't proclaim to know what GirlTrek is going to do next in the world, but I know that it's going to be good.
I'm inspired by every woman. I'm inspired by all 1 million of us, and I'm sure it's even more than that. We have literally shifted the culture.
Nicole said before we was knitted in my in our mama's
Nicole said
womb.
she don't claim to know what it's gonna be, but it's gonna be good. Which means we could just wrap.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Listen,
this is a moment. Actually,
this
is a moment to thank the women. So we've thanked the organizers the entire show, and the organizers are powered by a national team of women who have brought their skills, who have brought their daily hustle, who literally left it on the field to get us to 1 million. I mean, they left it on the field. I mean, we left it on the field. Y'all should be a part of these staff meetings. We just be like, what we're going to do this week? We're like, what we're going to do this week?
all y'all need to know is Harriet Tubman be at the staff meeting. That's how it works in GirlTrek. Harriet Tubman be at the staff meeting.
So a very special thank you. A very special thank you, especially to women who started as organizers and who came on to scale that care, that love, that local knowledge. A special shout out to you. And then to women who were at the kind of height pinnacle of their career and said, I am going to dedicate all this superhero power to the GirlTrek movement. So I just want to personally say thank you so much for the work that you've done.
And we actually have a short video of staff.
Is this your jazz hands?
And we're going to give shout out. Look, I don't know. It's just making it happen. Like it's coming.
To you, Arie, who led our social media. Yes. Emma. Shout out to Dish. Hey, Dish. Hey, Kanika, Chicago extraordinaire event planner. Jewel. That's a perfect picture of Jewel. Yes. Giovanna. Shout out to these people. Yes, kicking asphalt G. Yes, Alex, technology genius. Angela, my heart. That's me, y'all. Ebony. Oh, my sister, Katrina. She's the work girl. Yes, she works for China. Yeah. Oh, Carmen, shout out. Oh, Faye! Nessa! Oh, Delicious! Yeah. And Michelle, our powerful. Yay, Shonda! Go ahead, Rashonda! Shout out and love to you, Rashonda. Word no, yes, word no. We're our first employee. No, Nicole.
Nicole. She's about to.
Yes. Oh, Lily.
Lovely Lily.
Ebony. Shout out to Ebony for this production. Yes, to everyone, to everyone, to everyone. Thank you to our national team, past and present, and to everyone who gives so much to this movement. What a fitting way to end this. And we want you to experience healing. We're going to do the Arie closeout. And the last thing we will do after Arie is just set an intention for next year together. And say yes to that intention. So we just ask you to bask in the glory that is Arie. She needs no introduction. She has been a champion for women, particularly Black women, her entire life and certainly her career. She has been such a behind the scenes supporter of GirlTrek, just sneaking into our DMs, saying kind things and saying things that are going to help us be better. It's been so amazing. Vanessa and I have had the opportunity to spend time with her, and we're so grateful. We're so grateful that she would celebrate with us. We couldn't think of a better person to celebrate with us in this.
Thank you so much, India. She is so publicly and so vulnerably healing herself. And I think before maybe I had words around her language and I was looking for it from all sorts of artists, she was one of the women who I just saw out there doing a brave thing. And I'm grateful for her.
So enjoy this beautiful concert for all of you.
And then stay around so we can call in the yes to end the celebration.
Greetings and blessings to all. This is Arie, and I'm excited to be here with you to congratulate GirlTrek on sparking a movement of healing and change that has reached 1 million Black women and counting. Your work to rally our sisters in such a liberating way has been groundbreaking, and you have so much to be proud of, because I know as well as you do that encouraging Black women to reclaim our health and engage in self-care is radical. And I'm personally excited for this movement because I know that it's going to continue to grow. And in fact, just today I told my business manager, who was an avid walker, about GirlTrek, and I just see so many more people being so elevated and liberated by the work you're doing. And so I'm here with you today to share some songs. And I want to ask you to listen to these songs in 3 ways. Listen with your ears, of course, but pay special attention to the lyrics. Listen with your eyes. There's going to be stuff that comes across the screen that is all a part of this moment of songversation. We'll get into that in a minute. And also listen with your heart and see how these songs make you feel. My mission in life is to spread love, healing, peace, and joy through the power of words and music. And my other mission is that God will use my music to touch anyone listening in the way they are meant to be touched. So be open to that, to what is here for you, with your eyes and your ears and your heart. Y'all with me? All right, let's get into it. So what we're going to do together today is called a songversation. So songversation always begins and ends with a prayer about the truth of who we are. And this is featuring my new friends, beautiful chorus. This is our prayer. The things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. Yeah. I am light. I am light. Light as in the opposite of heavy. I am light. I am light. Light as in the best word in the English language to describe the soul. I am light. I am light. mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I left behind. I am light. 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 Quantum physics teaches us that we're really actually mostly space. We are light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Light is in the heat and fire given off by the combustion of the crucible of life's hard times. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. Da 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 da. I know exactly what you're thinking. I've had those thoughts a million times. I can see the question that's behind your eyes, or you're searching for your peace of mind. Now listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. I know your life, I felt your pain. I know your joys and your shames. Sometimes it feels like life walks over you, or like you're a penny on the ground. But either on the ground or in your purse, the smallest piece still holds its worth. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Worthy of love, worthy of life, worthy of saying no when something don't feel right. This is my song for you, for all the ups and downs that life will put you through. Oh, so listen up to this truth. You are me and I am you. Every one of us is worthy. Yeah, baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Baby girl, worthy woman. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. Yeah. Every one of us is worthy. Every one of us is worthy. I am India Arie. This is Joe Cross. And this is my jam. Hey. Little girl with the press and curl. Age 8, I got a Jerry curl. 13 and I got a relaxer. I was the source of so much laughter. 15 when it all broke off. 18 and I went all natural. February 2002, I went on and did what I had to do, because it was time to change my life, to become the woman that I am inside. 97 dreadlocks all gone. I looked in the mirror for the first time and saw that, hey, I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am not your expectation, no. I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am the soul that lives within. Da 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 da. Good hair means curls and waves. Bad hair means you look like a slave. At the turn of the century, it's time for us to redefine who we be. You can shave it off like a South African beauty, got it on lock like Bob Marley. You can rock it straight like Oprah Winfrey. If it's not what's on your head, it's what's underneath, then say, hey, I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am not your expectations, no. I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am the soul that lives within. Does the way I wear my hair make me a better person? Does the way I wear my hair make me a better friend? Or does the way I wear my hair determine my integrity? I am expressing my creativity. So consider this for a moment. This song is actually not about hair. It's about self-definition and how we define each other. So there's a difference in identifying with something and identifying as something. And so in this song, I'm saying that I identify with my external characteristics, with my blackness, with my beauty, but I identify as my soul. And the truth is, racism and discrimination is actually born out of identifying people as their external characteristics. And so we needed legislation to say that people can wear their hair however they want to at work. Sad that we need it, glad that we have it. And so, this is our song. I am not my hair, I am not the skin, I am not your expectation, no, no. I am not my hair, I am not this skin, I am the soul that lives within. Lastly, I want to say thank you to all of the trekkers who are out there every day making a commitment to yourself for radical self-care and healing and leading life-saving change for yourself, for your families, for your communities. Thank you for being inspiring by continuing to show up in sisterhood. Just know that you are deeply appreciated by me. Thank you for loving, leading, walking. I want to leave you with this. You are worthy and you're significant and you matter because you exist. All my love. Until next time, I'm India Arie. Peace.
Oh my goodness.
So much. Yes. Hey, come on.
Look, I may or may not have had to use a pressing comb to get this little stuff down today. So I'm really singing that song. I am not my hair.
Oh, you matter because you exist, sisters. So in closing, I want you to declare to the world how you will spend this winter. I want you to declare to the world in the comments, what is it that you're chasing? Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you claim? What is it that is the secret for you? Name it, y'all. The law of attraction is real. Say it out loud. Vanessa, the month of December and January, what are you claiming in your life? What are you doing? Just say that intention.
I'm claiming more Look, more abundance, more life, more blue sequins dresses, more friends, more sisterhood, more rest, more relaxation, more space for ideas, more forgiveness and grace on myself.
Ooh, ashe. Ashe, yes
Yeah.
to
What
that.
about you?
Mine, I'm going to every day chase my bliss. Anything that lights me up, I'm going to go toward. Anything that dims me out, I will turn away from. So that's what I'm going to
Yeah.
do. That's what I'm going to do
Yeah.
over the next 30, hopefully lifetime, is follow my bliss, chase my joy in a way that feels exciting to think about. So write yours, please share it. And while you're writing it, I want to, Vanessa, I want to just name for GirlTrek, what is your intention for the next year, the next 10 years? Let's put that out there. Let's ask for God to just cover us. Yeah. So what is it?
I have a really strong intention, and I've been thinking about it all day. And it came to me on my walk. Sorry, I've been crying, y'all. The number one question we actually get asked, Morgan, is how do I join GirlTrek? And then where's the next GirlTrek walk? It's like a connection. And we've been having this conversation with our team as we have been talking about the necessary time that we need right now as a movement of 1 million women to stop, pause, and really smartly think about what our next move is. And just because we are stopping, pausing, slowing down what might feel like to you campaigns or whatever it might be, know this about GirlTrek. GirlTrek is not Black History Boot Camp. GirlTrek is not Morgan and I coming on to laugh or even share our ups or our downs. It's not Harriet Tubman house parties. It's not mamathons. It's not Morgan and I even reminding anyone. It's not Morgan and I even reminding ourselves. It is an internal daily job for every single woman out there to believe in herself that when no one is looking and when no one is telling her, and in fact, mostly when she doesn't believe she can, that you know somehow deep down you can, and you activate that each day in the name of this movement. Every single woman, my intention is that you become more fired up after this broadcast and more fired up in the wintertime about your self-care. And that actually you commit to a daily habit of walking. And that when we see you on the other side of winter, some of your rest and relaxation did include you finding time to connect with yourself and the pavement. It is my intention for every single woman in this movement.
Yeah, so for me, please continue to write your personal intentions in the comments. It's really important that you get those words down, out, and get some accountability eyes on it. For me, we stood on the TED stage and we asked God to guide our words before we said what we said. And we said that we could picture and imagine 1 million Black women walking in the direction of their healthiest, most fulfilled lives together. And I thank God for delivering, for being an on-time God. I really do. And I ask God even right now to guide my words as I even think about and talk about my intentions and our intentions and for everyone listening. And one of them is we identified what we call the 4 eyes that are real barriers for us. And one of them is isolation, that women are feeling alone. So my intention is that GirlTrek solves for that no woman in this movement feels alone again, that we have access to one another in healthy ways, that have healthy boundaries where we can love each other in public and beautiful ways. One of them is injustice. My hope for GirlTrek is that we can, just like we did at this election, that we can show up in our communities and in our country and in our world to fight everything from discrimination to climate change. That we can fight injustice together, and 1 million Black women strong is powerful, y'all. I agree with you, Vanessa, because one of them is inactivity. And we're not just talking about exercise. We're talking about being immobilized by fear. being stuck on your couch by depression and generational curses. And I ask God to break that from us and give us the spirit and hope to walk forward every day, to put our sneakers by the door, to open it up and to have fresh air on our faces and sunshine, and to do it by the sheer grit of our will, tenacity, and the ancestors behind us. So inactivity will not hold us on the couch anymore, but we can walk forward in faith. And the last one is income. One of the things that makes Black women so sick actually is poverty, is income and disparity, is us not being paid for our labor, even if we have gotten ourselves out of poverty, that we're not being paid for our labor. And so we're working ourselves to death. And so I'm asking God to rain down on us, that we can experience a sort of abundance, both financially. Some of y'all out there watching this are hurting and struggling. And I ask God to rain down on your life so that you have every single thing that you need, and that GirlTrek can somehow play a role in getting that for the women in our movement, in our volunteers, in our staff, Vanessa. Y'all, even us, we've been paying ourselves way under market value because it's hard to even ask for what you need. And I'm asking everybody out there, if we can have any influence on your life, it's to ask for what you deserve in the marketplace, what you deserve at home, to ask for it. So those are my 4 intentions for GirlTrek. And I hope that we can just wrap this love all the way around the planet, y'all. So in order to hear what you guys have written, or to confirm what you guys have written, we want to end tonight. You want to say one last thing, Vanessa? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, in the midst of some new moon energy, I just want, in the midst of a portal of opportunity where you are standing in agreement with 1 million Black women right now. So when we are asking you what it is that you say yes to, think about it. And as we get ready to bring in literally our dear friend, a spiritual guru to Black women in many ways, a pioneer of Black women's health, Janine Abrams, who has, Lord, is Janine's last name Abrams or Abraham? It's Abraham. Janine Abraham. I was thinking of Stacy. Janine Abraham. As we bring her in,
part of the team that I do want to give a shout out, that traveled the country with us. It was Janine, Kanika, Angela, and Veronica, who were just healers.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give love to all of those women.
Yes, yeah. And as we get ready to end on her segment, Morgan, and this calling in the yes, I was just thinking, and I want to ask you before we end, maybe, and I know we're over time, for your favorite GirlTrek moment, because actually I have had so many powerful GirlTrek moments with women across the country. I have had so many women hug me where I have literally felt the electricity come from one body to the next. I have been on the bus with y'all down in Selma, in cabins with y'all out in the woods, and on trails where we didn't think that we were going to get down. You have showed up in dank basements for Morgan and I in all sorts of spaces. And one of the most powerful moments I have ever personally had in GirlTrek was with Janine, where I actually called in my own yes. Not to perform for somebody else, not to show up as a leader for GirlTrek, but between myself and my God, a yes, I believe this. And what was powerful about it is that I did it in community with other women. And so wherever you are, Black women, you're going to need to get comfortable for this next segment. This is the end of the night. Wherever you are, whatever brought you to this moment, however much you held on and were over time, this moment and what Janine is about to give you is for you. Call in your yes and know and hear a thunderous roar of 1 million yeses in unison with you right now, saying yes to you and your dreams and whatever you want, your heart's desire. And don't call in a yes around some stuff that you are worried about. Don't call in some small stuff. Call in some big stuff. Call in, this is a moment for
that's the last thing I will say. Get comfortable, get your chair ready, stand up with us. Is my moment is attached to that, actually. Cynthia was praying in a basement, and I was supposed to do some New Age meditation after the prayer, but she done called in the whole Holy Ghost. And I'm sitting there, I came early, and everybody's waiting, all the New Ageies was waiting in the hallway. All the Saved and Sanctified was there with Cynthia. And they were praying, and I felt we were holding hands. I felt the whole Spirit of God just covering the room. And the message that I felt in my bones is, how could you possibly know what's in store for you? How could you possibly know? And it rocked my body so bad that I had to leave. I had to walk past all the New Ageies, and they was like, ain't she our teacher? I had to walk past. It was like, how could you possibly know? And that's what I want to leave for you as you're calling in the yes. How could you possibly know what's in store for your life? So just say yes, y'all. All right, let's do it. Bring Q, Janine, stand up.
GirlTrek Nation, it's your friendly neighborhood Janine. Happy million. Let's celebrate and call in yes. Take one hand. Place it on your heart. Take the other hand. Place it on your belly. And it's time, GirlTrek Nation. It is time to call in yes. Are you ready? Take a little walk. What is it that you want? Say yes. What is it that you need? Say yes. What is it that you want to create? Say yes. What is it that you want to achieve? Say yes. Can you rock into that yes? Can you move out into that yes? Can you raise up into that yes? Can you let go into that yes and go up? Yes. Yes. Reaching high. Yes. Reaching low. Yes. Hold. Now, there are 3 parts to this choreography. This is something we do in GirlTrek Rhythm Therapy to remember who we are, where we come from. Our legacy is built on surviving beyond our current circumstances. They're temporary. Our ancestors said yes. Harriet Tubman said yes. Sojourner Truth said yes. Vanessa and Morgan said yes. And you said yes. So let's do it. We made it to a million. You ready? Go up. Yes. Up. Yes. Up for the next part of this journey. Up. Yes. Do you believe? Yes, in yourself. Yes, say it loud. Yes, say it proud. Yes, you are amazing. Yes, you are incredible. Yes, you are joyous. Yes, you are free. Yes, this is your time. Yes, this is your moment. Yes, this is your life. Live today. Hold. Did that feel good, y'all? Calling in that yes. Well, you know what? That's pure ego. You can't live there all the time. You have got to give. Give. With one hand, give. Not all of it, give. Give from only the places where you are strong. Keep some for yourself. Don't give it all away. And when you need support, call it in. When you need love, call it in. When you need recognition, call it in. When you need devotion, call it in with yes. You ready? Yes. 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 Yes, I said, do you believe in yourself? Say it loud. Say it proud. You are incredible. You are joyous. You are phenomenal. You are free. Yes, this is your time. Yes, this is your moment. Yes, GirlTrek, this is your life. Live, Black women, today. Now, stand in your truth and feel your power. Stand in your guidance and feel your wisdom. Feel on the ground beneath us the strength of our ancestors. Root down to rise up. Breathe in, yes. Hold your chin up. This is the real yes you can. Take one hand, place it on your heart. Take the other hand, place it on your belly. Feel your soul ground into your love. Make a commitment. Say it with me one more time. Yes.
Oh, that's it, y'all. I hope you called it in. Love you.
Yes.
Bye.
We love you so much. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Morgan, why are you playing? After the show, it's the after party. Where are your drinks so we can get the DJ going? Stop playing. We ended up the party, y'all.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Where the DJ at? You know I got something in this.
Bring the DJ in. Bring the DJ in.
Once again, it's D Nice. Let's go. Come on.
D Nice, baby. Nice, baby. Club quarantine. Quarantine.
We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family. Hey, I got all my sisters with me.
Thank you to everyone from GirlTrek. Thank you for having me here. Once again, it's D Nice. Congratulations. Peace.